So the other thing that's happening that's worth mentioning is here in this square, this red line here is forming a square, which is 90 degrees. So you can see we're at 19, and here Neptune is at 18. And it's not drawing a line, but it also does exist here. And that Neptune is in Pisces, which is its own sign, which makes it very strong. And Neptune is really has to do with deception and has to do with illusion, being one thing appearing as another. So, for example, Neptune rules film and media. So the way that you would make a movie, and you're imitating reality. You are trying to create the illusion that reality is one way, but it's a setup. It's not real, just like a movie. So you can think of that world of illusion is really the world of Neptune. Now, the positive side, okay, we'll talk about the positive side in a minute, but continuing down this train of thought, Neptune in Pisces then is going to bring this illusion to the south node, and it's going to bring this kind of illusion, deception. It's like the magician, right? Smoke and mirrors. Neptune is smoke and mirrors. It's like, look over here while something else is happening. And it's about being entranced. Like when you watch a film, you're just totally entranced. And it's about escapism, right? You go to a movie, you are not thinking about your own life. You're totally immersed in the life of someone else. It's about deception, illusion, escapism, a magic show, all that stuff. So it's sending these energies to the nodes as well during this eclipse for a while, before and after the eclipse, but especially during this eclipse. It's pretty exact. I mean, it's off by 1 degree. So this is going to play a strong part in whatever, this eclipse kicking off, which, by the way, eclipses are 6-month cycles. So we're ending a cycle from 6 months ago, and we're embarking on another 6-month cycle. So these eclipses will color not only these few days here, but they'll also set the tone for the next 6 months, which is why I feel like it's really important to just talk about and think about these themes. So this theme of deception and illusion, it being a square means that it's going to be not a harmonious energy. So it's not going to really be helpful. It's not going to be helpful in being able to release these old beliefs, because maybe there is some deception here regarding the things that, you have held in esteem as an idea, as an ideology, as a belief system, as a faith. And it's also sending illusion here to the north node, and the things that people are saying. Are people telling you the full truth? Are those accounts, on the ground points of data, are they accurate? And Mercury, that's why you kind of have to take them all in, because Mercury at 29 degrees Scorpio wants to get to the truth. This is the antidote to this. Mercury at 29 degrees Scorpio wants the truth. They don't care if the truth is ugly or unpleasant, murky, deep, whatever it is, it wants the truth. So at 29 degrees, it's going to get it. But it's going to have to battle this influence of smoke and mirrors. So, just take everything with a grain of salt. And really, the lesson here in K2 is just be flexible. This is all mutable. These are both mutable signs. Be flexible. And don't get rigid with the things that you think are true. And I'm talking about, okay, globally in a big way. Obviously, what are the themes that we're all dealing with? you know, this bug, this virus, this being at home, this political situation, but in your personal life, you know, what do you think is true? Just stay loose. Stay loose, stay flexible, stay open, stay curious, and just know that there is this aura of deception on both ends, on both sides. And usually a square, it will break. A square indicates that, you know, it's possible to have a synthesis or a harmony. It can lead to a greater third thing. Sometimes it'll break one way or the other because it's just the tension. It just creates tension. So whatever this is going to create tension. Now we're moving direct because Neptune was retrograde just, let's see, Sunday. So on Monday, it will be, so at the time of our eclipse, Neptune will have been retrograde, or will have come out of being retrograde, which means especially that that we'll be moving into a shift. So it could be a shift where we realized something was true that isn't true. Or it could be that we are tempted to deceive others, where we want to either come clean with something, or we want to deceive others or create a veil of illusion for others. So think about how, for example, you're moving into or could be experiencing this Neptune energy in your life, which also has to do with escapism. And this is something that I've seen a lot, especially as we've been at home all year, is escapism, drinking more, just escaping into media, especially because Neptune does rule media, just being absorbed by social media, being absorbed by, escaping one way or the other, escaping your mind, right? Escaping into ideas and ideologies and belief and rigid belief systems, or escaping into the just the kind of minutia and details of day to day. And I think this is kind of where we want to go. I don't think we want to escape into more rigid belief systems. I think if there is a sort of escape, I think we want to go into connecting with our neighbors, connecting with our family, connecting with, really the people that we talk to on a day-to-day basis. And really maybe getting deep with them. Being curious about the people in our lives, being curious about the people in our immediate environment, and really, able to go deep into asking them questions, having fun. Gemini is it's a light sign. It's a lighthearted sign about having fun, and really being able to use Neptunian energies in order to have fun and connect with people. Movies are a great way. Neptune also has to do with, in the higher vibrations, with compassion, and especially in Pisces, with understanding how we're all really connected at a deeper level, and being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, right? Again, illusion, because if you're an actor playing someone else, it's it's a sort of a deception, even though it's, it's a creative deception. But it has to do with being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and to imagine that you're living, in someone else's life. And so that kind of does align with having a curiosity for other people. And I think sometimes we focus too much really on just through social media, we can focus too much on people that we don't even know, people that just have nothing to do with our lives, so-called celebrities or whatever, or politicians or whatever. And rather than focusing on the people in our immediate sphere and really listening to them and really going deep with them. And I think that's really the opportunity that we have here. So wherever this is in your own chart, this is going to have, a different flavor. The way that your houses will land, first house, second house, third house, and so on. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about these themes because I think we do need to loosen up here and really consider that this is going to kick off, this eclipse is going to kick off something really interesting in terms of what we're being asked to release and let go here versus what we're really being asked to embrace. So think about these Gemini qualities. Think about how, look into what are some of the Gemini things, positive qualities that you can really go into, and how you can connect with others in this kind of more lighthearted way rather than connecting with them in this kind of like overbearing Sagittarius, I'm right, let me tell you what to think, let me tell you what to believe kind of way. And instead be curious and asking questions in order to reveal and unravel a deeper truth. And to stay flexible and loose with the things that we believe, the things that we put our faith in, the things that we believe to be true, the things that, the ideas that we hold so dear. We hold these ideas so dear. And I'm not saying that they're all going to just collapse, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that even beliefs, even the ideas that we hold so dear are ideas. They're not who we are or what we are. And that by releasing our connection to that and hanging out here a little bit more, that we're actually going to be creating deeper bonds with the people around us, creating stronger bonds with our community, creating stronger bonds that are more compassionate, that bring us together rather than keeping us apart through deception, through lies. And the other part is too, like, are you lying to yourself? How are you lying to yourself? Are you lying to yourself about what you believe? Are you living in practical sense what you claim to believe? Are you living it? You say this is your idea, your ideology, your belief, but are you actually putting it into practical steps? Are you living it? Are you living that truth? Are you speaking that truth? Are you communicating that truth? Are you sharing your truth in a compassionate way with the people around you? Dive deep into your own truth to see where you've been deceiving yourself. And how you can take, if you if through the South Node you realize what is the important thing that you actually do believe, how can you apply it in a practical way, in an immediate way, to improve the lives of those around you? Rather than to sit here high on, high in the sky, raining judgment, so to say. How can you come down here and bring this kind of playful, buoyant, lighthearted, fun, playful quality to those around you? How can your idea have practical value? How can your ideology have a practical value? And being aware of the deceptions strengthens, being aware of these deceptions and having compassion for yourself for being deceived or needing to escape, have compassion. But facing those at a deep level really is going to improve our connection with each other. It's going to bring more compassion, and it's going to keep us ultimately spiritually more authentic. So we'll see. We'll come out of the other side of this, in December, even though the nodes will stay here, and we'll move into a solar eclipse. We'll move into the solar eclipse here in 2 weeks, around the 9th, the 10th. And then that will push us in a new direction. So we'll have about 2 weeks between the lunar and the solar eclipse to process all of that. So I hope this helped, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thanks so much. Bye.